Hi, this is the introduction to the Cambo ACTUS system. Many of you will have seen it on the internet, and I just wanted to take you through the various parts and functions of the camera. If we turn the camera to the back, you'll see Sony E-mount. There are several different mounts available: there's Canon, Nikon, and the Sony E. There will be mounts available soon for the Micro Four Thirds series cameras and also for the Fuji X series. If you look at the side here, there's a release. If you push that release, you can actually turn the mount, so you can very quickly move the camera from horizontal to vertical, so just by twisting. Now, when this camera system arrived, it didn't have a mount fitted. There are 4 screws here to lock them into place. The best advice I can give you is, before you mount, release the lock and turn it clockwise until it clicks into place. Line up the mount, so the mount name, this says Sony at the top, goes to the top, and then the 4 screws will simply fall into place. Very simple to do. Okay, now let's look at the lens mounts. If we turn the camera to the front, you can see at the front there is a mechanism to insert the lens mounts here. So if we look at, say, a Copal Zero mount, this is the Copal Zero mount. We fit the lens in the front and attach the thread on the back. This will go into the slot, and then there is a lever that locks this into place. So if I turn that around again, you can see the lever is here. Simply push the lever up, release this mechanism, and that unslots. Very straightforward to do, very precise. Now, there are mounts available for all types of different lenses. There is a Nikon F mount, there is also a Leica R1 that will follow very soon. Mounts such as the Hasselblad C series, which is the V series lens mounts. Obviously this is a machine mount, precisely machined, and that basically will replace the mount there. There is also fittings available for the Mamiya RB, RZ and the 645 Pro series lenses. If you look at the mount system on the back, there is a magnet at several points here, so we've got 2, 4, 6 points with a magnet on. You'll notice this is the same on each of the lens mounts and also on the rear camera mount fitting. The reason for this is because then we can very simply fit on the lens bellows or the camera bellows. Okay, let's just move the camera, open this up a little bit so we can see inside a bit more. I'm just extending the rail here just so that we can actually see what is inside of these 2 mounts. This is the rear standard where the camera goes, so we fitted the Sony mount. On the other side of that is a magnet system, and these magnets will hold the camera bellows in place. It's the same with any of the lens mounts. On the rear here you can also see there are magnet points. So when we fit the camera bellows in, it's very simple to do. It's a matter of slotting it in place rather than trying to bayonet each end into place. Okay, here's the bellows unit. As you can see, it's very compact, very small and very slim. It's an excellent design and build, very flexible. And you can see here we've got a location pin that will fit at the front where the lens mount is. You'll probably see that better if I show you the Hasselblad version. It's the Hasselblad lens mount, and on the back there's the pin location. And when you fit these, they just fit in place like that. So very simple, it clicks into place, and it's completely secure. Of course, on the rear we have the metal plate there as well. So if we just fix that in place, that's in place now. We can actually just slide that in and just offer it up a little bit, and then again goes into place pretty easily. So now we have the camera bellows fitted. It's beginning to take shape. What we do need to do is put a camera on the back and a lens on the front panel. So I'll get some extra equipment out, and then we'll go through the various movements. Okay, so I've mounted on the front a Schneider digital lens, very nice quality lens, 100mm Apo Digitar, and on the rear I've got a nice Sony A7 camera system, which is obviously a mirrorless technology camera unit. Now, when we've got the camera mounted, we can click and rotate. Very simple. That was the lever that was here, so we just push that and the camera rotates. So there's no need to change any brackets or L-shaped brackets, anything like that. It's a very smooth movement. Doesn't get in the way. Locks into place very smoothly. And when we look at the various functions of the camera, I'll lift this up a little bit so you can see on the back of the camera we've got a lock here where we can shift across, and of course there's increments here which are marked. You can lock those back into place. There's also the focus, which we can also fix in place with this locking knob here. There's also a rise and fall on the rear standard, which works really well, and there's also a locking mechanism here. If we look at the front, turn it right the way around so you can see the whole of the camera. We also have the tilt. It's very smoothly indeed. And when it comes to the zero, there is a 0 point. You can feel there's a positive click there, and also the swing. So you can see the lens panel swinging at the front. Let's turn around a little bit more. You can see it swing the other way. And again, there is a positive feel there when it goes back to 0. So that's the camera movements. The technical specifications are attached in the blog. We'll take some shots now, and we'll post those shortly after you've had a chance to have a look at the camera system and read through the various specifications. Finally, to complement the ACTUS, we introduced a new ball and socket head for the wide RS camera system, and this is an Arca Swiss mount. Just slide the camera over a little bit. This is the ball and socket head. It has the same features as CBH5, which has a rotational 360 base. The base is a 3/8 thread, Whitworth thread. There's also a locking mechanism here, which will vary in stiffness depending on how you adjust the friction grip. So if we loosen the friction grip a lot, it gives us more fluidity. If we just tighten it a little bit more, it gives a bit more stiffness to the ball, and then simply lock into place. This is the release. I've taken the plate out so you can actually slide the rail system. It's compatible with the ball head, so simply slide into place and lock up. You've got a perfect portable system. It's very, very compact. I think Cambo have done an excellent job in design, and I look forward to using this in the field.